Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another Coffee Time with Phlinger. I'm Phlinger Phoo, of course, and so today what we're going to be talking about is a bunch of the stuff that is coming in the Genesis expansion that was revealed on the stream. And yeah, a bunch of stuff because I've been listening, I've been paying very close attention to just about everything. And I want to, if I miss anything, make sure that you leave it down in the comments down below because, yeah, all right. There was a few times during the stream I wasn't able to hang out and watch. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing a coffee time on pretty much everything we know so far on the new Genesis expansion, the Genesis 2 expansion. And so far it's looking to be pretty dang cool. All right, so sit back, grab a cup of your favorite beverage. I'm sipping on some fresh coffee. And yeah, all right, so hey, let's get started. All right, so now the first thing we know is that we're actually on a ship, which is kind of cool. I'm kind of digging it. The fact that the ship is so dang massive. Now, they say that it has its own night and day cycle, and you can actually see that the night and day, how the sun actually works, because as you notice on the right side, you see that big orange glowy ball. Yeah, that right there is that's the sun, and I hope that how they did the map is, see how in the center how it has that ring, and then that is where everybody lives. I hope that it's just a massive ring that you're in, that you can just run and run and run and run and run in one direction and the opposite direction. But if you look to the right and to the left, then you see that it obviously ends after a distance. Hopefully it's a big distance, but I hope that's how they did it. That could be wicked cool. And also, they did say that you could go inside the bowels of the ship a little bit, and it sounds like that's actually where Rockwell is kind of taken over. At least that's what I gathered from it. There's a couple images, or a image that later that we'll take a look at, where they said it was inside, you go inside Rockwell, and I think that Rockwell has actually taken over a bunch of the ship, and we're fighting to basically remove Rockwell's presence from the ship. Oh, that does seem wicked cool. And I'm sorry, where were my manners? We should have actually started this off with the trailer. So let's jump into that now.
Hang on! Can't seem to find you.
Welcome, survivor. Enjoy the view. You see before you the pinnacle of mankind's ingenuity. All of humanity's hopes and dreams carefully nestled within this lifeboat. Each of its shining rings are laden with miracles of science and nature. A paradise where the boundary between the biological and technological has been all but erased. And now all of it is mine. I control this vessel now. I command its evolution, and very soon, its destination. From there, my will shall spread across the cosmos forever, infinite and undying. And there's nothing you or that witless puppet, that shadow of her, can do to stop me. I have already set my designs in motion. Our future awaits, survivor.
All right, that trailer's pretty cool, right? I know, I dig it. Okay, so yeah, here we now have a. We cut to the Genesis ship exterior detail, and this is kind of a up close view of it. I guess all of these little bits in here are going to be places you can either go to or places that they're using for the instancing of the missions, like in the original Genesis. But instead, Genesis, the missions are not going to be in the open world. They're going to be instanced. And I think that the way they did it is maybe they put it inside of the bowels of the ship, which would make sense. I hope it's something of the sort. Either that or you can just freely walk around on the bowels of the ship. I have a feeling if you were able to do that, it would be much smaller, because that would be that would take a big map to ginormous or freakishly, absolutely ginormously large, which I'm not sure that anybody would want to have that installed on the system, because a map like that would probably take up so many gigabytes, and then the internet would scream and people would, cry panic. Yeah, it would be a thing of, horror. So I'm not sure they would do something like that. I mean, maybe just for the instancing, that would make more sense. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to being able to go inside places like this, and the fact that they actually did an up-close shot of it means that this actually plays some sort of part in how we're going to be playing. All right, so now let's get into some of the biome concepts. Now, apparently, I heard the words tech trench mentioned during the stream, so apparently there is a trench underneath this that has some sort of tech monstrosities or something of the sort. I'm not sure. I added the word monstrosity. Don't take my word for that. It's just they said tech trench. I'm going with that. Now, this right here is supposed to be one of the most common places where you can build bases, stuff like that. Now, if you look to the right and then you look to the left on the back side of the metal structures, there are forests and big places. Now, apparently the one on the left is supposed to be a big, wide open area with a bunch of flat land for building, and then also down here on the platforms down here is supposed to be for building as well. Now, in the trailer, it shows you that there's Brontos and all sorts of stuff walking along on this. I'm kind of really looking forward to digging into that and seeing exactly what awesomeness awaits, because this could be wicked, wicked cool. There could be so many cool different bases on here. Imagine having a base way up there in the very center on the tip of that little bit up there. And also, just so you know, flyers will be allowed on this map. They already said that during the stream, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I mean, the fact that on the original Genesis that you couldn't have flyers, a lot of people really didn't like that. I enjoyed it, but that's just me. I am a glutton for punishment, so yeah. But, so flyers are a thing. There's a tech trench here. This is a big open area. Looks awesome and amazing. All right, now we have the next one. This one actually looks a little bit more swampy, a little bit more dangerous, and they said that this one right here is supposed to be extremely dangerous. You go in here, and it's just going to be wicked, wicked dangerous. So that's really all they gave us on that. It looks freaky. Yeah. All right, that's all I have for that one. I'm looking forward to it, though. All right, this one here appears to be one of the winners. I'm really looking forward to this one. You can actually see that there's a bunch of mountains, all sorts of stuff. There's lakes. Looks like there's plenty of different areas for building bases on this. I realize this is just concept art, but if they take and they do even a slight to literal translation on this and into game, then it's going to absolutely be amazing. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that could be wicked, wicked cool. All right, now here's one that appears to be the bowels of the ship, or at least they said it was the bowels of the ship. It looks like we're inside Rockwell. I'm not sure. I see a big giant sphincter right there, which kind of terrifies me. And there's also jaws in the wall. Now we know exactly how Aberration, all the tentacly bit that came from Aberration, we know where that ended up. Yeah, inside Rockwell. He took it with him, and now he's on the ship with us. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know, that actually seems kind of cool. I have a feeling this is like the path to the boss fight. That would be wicked cool if it was. Oh man, that would be awesome. All right, now these ones here we're going to kind of blow through a little bit faster. These are the biome-specific creature variants, the different colorings that they put on them. The Equus looks really cool. I like the Dillo as well, but the one that I really like is the Reaper. Oh my gosh, the color pattern you can get on that, but then again, I think they also just threw the pink on there just so where he would kind of just have that little pop. I mean, they're the exact same dinos. They're probably X-flavored like on Genesis, but the color patterns on them and everything are going to look amazing. Everybody remembers the Sabertooths from Genesis. Those guys were phenomenal looking. Holy crap, that was amazing. All right, I can't wait to tame up some of these guys. All right, next up, we've got the Shadow Mane. Now, apparently, these guys, they have a bioluminescence to them. And here, let me show you a picture of how they look. There we go, one from the trailer. Now, this one right here, you can see the bioluminescence on it. And apparently, this one, the one from the trailer, that is a female one. Because only the female ones can cloak. The male ones actually get this roar that inspires everyone around them. Seems kind of cool. I'm hoping they get some sort of pack bonus. Maybe, I know it's probably asking for a bit much, but some sort of wall climbing ability. I'm not sure if that would be a thing, but I do know they have a blink power where they can charge forward and then they can blink to the opposite side of whatever they're fighting with having it fully engaged. But that means they blink behind them with their face aimed towards the target, which seems to be really, really cool. There's lots of other games that have mechanics like that. I'm looking forward to it on these guys. These guys actually seem like they could be one heck of a winner. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm the Shadow Mane. Yeah, come on. I mean, everybody's looking forward to this. You know you are. Just don't even lie about it. You know you are. All right, next we have the Astrodelphus, which is not to be confused with the Astrocetus. Apparently, these guys are a lot smaller than the Astrocetus. And they do have a tech saddle that will be available to them. But like how the Astrocetus, they are basically big, giant bombers. These guys are the fighters. They are the ones that can zoom around, do all sorts of maneuvers, and get in there, get down and get busy, get funky with it. You know the deal. And then get out of dodge as quick as possible. These guys will be the fast ones, where the Astrocetus were the big, cumbersome bombers. Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing looks really cool. I love the concept of it. I mean, while the Astrocetus were space whales, these guys are space koi. I mean, look at it. It's a koi fish. I love it. It's amazing. All right, now we have the Noglins. Now, these guys are the shoulder pet of this expansion. And I have to say, these guys are absolutely amazing looking. I love these guys. If you've already pre-purchased the Genesis 2 expansion, you can log in right now and get a chibi of them so you can see just how these guys are. Well, so you can see what they look like, the animations and stuff. It's really, really cool. I love the way they blink. It's from right to left. They have 4 eyes. They have this big, giant mouth that goes right down their chin that they can open up. Oh, my God. It's really, really cool. And apparently, they're supposed to have the special ability of mind control. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but apparently, with given enough time or a right circumstance, which nobody really knows what that time or circumstance will be, they're able to mind control just about any dino in the game. However that works, I have no clue. I just know that sounds just freaking amazing. Wow. I mean, imagine being able to mind control a Giga and just have it walk into a trap for you. Oh, man. All right, possibilities. I mean, I'm not sure it'll be that easy, but yeah, I mean, could be a thing. I don't know. All right, next we have the canoe. Now, the canoe, to me, is really, really cool that they're still thinking of the early game. They even mentioned on the stream that it's important to them, even as they go into these new expansions where they have the high tech, everything like that it's still important that they come back to the original base game and they add things to it so where they can, they can just improve the quality of life. Kind of like the pressure plate from original Genesis. That was amazing. That kind of changed the way you do taming pens. This thing right here could actually change some of the early game and reduce the stress of the need for, say, like an early game dinosaur tame. You can just craft one of these things, go out, you're safe out on the ocean. Hopefully that these things are immune to lead sickness. I don't know. If they aren't immune to lead sickness, you're in for a world of hurt. Yeah, or either that or just I hope they're faster than lead sickness. That would be kind of cool. Apparently you can mount these things like a regular dino tame, and then like, a raft where you can get on the rudder and you can steer it, and then that's how you move. Or you can hop off it, you can stand in it, you can shoot from it, you can fish from it. You could throw your fish net from it, which to me seems absolutely amazing. I love the concept of this. I think it's great, and I love the fact that they're still thinking of the original base game when they're doing primitive stuff like this. Because the canoe, like they said in the stream, it was around for, so long because it was so effective. It was a very, very good piece of equipment. It was a huge technological advancement for its time. Amazing. All right, next we have the Federation tech suit. Apparently, everybody's getting a tech suit from the moment that you launch onto Genesis 2. Apparently, that's like the uniform that they have on the ship, which is kind of cool. I'm loving the idea of that. Apparently, the way they worded it was that you are expected to be able to jetpack around the map. You are expected to have the verticality right from the early game. That way there, you are able to fully explore and maneuver and have fun with the expansion, and I'm really looking forward to that. I love tech armor in the base game. Hopefully, they just expanded on it a little bit, made it a little bit, because it's already amazing in the base game. I mean, once you have tech armor, it's kind of game-changing how you play. Yeah. I love the look of it. I like the way the original tech armor looked, but this one right here looks really good as well. I'm digging it. All right, now we have the ammo box. The ammo box is kind of cool. It's very limited in the uses it has, for the most part, from what I understood. From the way I understood it, it is a trough for your turrets. Yeah, kind of cool. I'm digging it. That way there you can set up turrets and, around your base, stuff like that. You just throw everything in the ammo box, and it ensures that your turrets never run out of ammo. That sounds kind of cool. Yeah. All right, next we have the minigun. Now, the minigun, it's supposed to have, you'll be able to hold it like a regular minigun, or you're able to use the tripod and set it down for additional stability. If you're holding it, apparently you're supposed to have a lot less accuracy, which makes total sense. These things are wicked heavy. If you have it mounted as the tripod, you're able to use it with a lot more stability, but it does also have a wind-up mechanic, which, like, traditional miniguns would. And also, it takes a little bit to wind it up, but once it gets wound up, it'll start firing, and it'll start generating heat. Now, over a course of time, that if it gets too high of heat, that it's going to stop working, and you're going to have to let it cool completely off. But I have a feeling it's going to be like, using the mech for the heat mechanic that the mech has. Try to get it kind of, decent heat, and then, kind of feather the trigger a little bit for a bit. Yeah, it sounds really, really dang cool. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Yeah, I just wonder what kind of ammo this thing's going to use. Yeah, the crafting the ammo for this, I have a feeling, is going to be one heck of a adventure. Yeah, I know some days I have an adventure going out crafting, 400 or 500 shotgun shells at once and stuff like that. So, yeah. This is going to knock that into, that's going to feel like child's play when it comes to this toy. Yeah. Still looking forward to it. All right, now we have the incubator, the egg incubator. Now, this one right here is kind of game-changing. I wonder if it doesn't look like it's going to be a tech thing. Now, if it was a tech thing, that would be a little bit different. It would mean that it would take a long time to get up to the spot where you can craft it, but it honestly doesn't look like it's some sort of tech piece of equipment. If it's not, then if you can craft it at, say, like 65, 70, maybe 80 or 90, that would still be wicked cool. Now, apparently you're supposed to be able to put any size of egg inside of here. Yeah, I know. Rock drakes, wyverns, hello. And basilisks even, and all sorts of stuff. And once you put it in here, you'll be able to see the stats of the animal that you're putting it in there. So you don't have to wait until it's hatched anymore. So you can just kind of, test an egg, put it in there, and be like, nope, I don't want to spend any time and resources on this. Later, dude. And then, move on to the next one, pop another one in, sample it, see what the stats are, and then when you finally get the one you want, it's like, oh, hell yeah, let's grab everything for this sucker while it's incubating up and ready to hatch. I'm liking this idea. I think the idea of this is phenomenal, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. All right, apparently the name got cut off on this one, but this one is the camera mounting system, the security system. So apparently you can set up these cameras in various places around the map, or maybe just within range. I'm not sure. I think that it's designed so where you set it up around your base, but from the image here, it actually has the little red dots that are spread out pretty dang far. So I'm hoping the range on these things is really cool. Now, you can set up this terminal, and then you can watch any of these cameras. You can talk through it. You can do all sorts of things through it, and just monitor things. Maybe even monitor, like set one up in the mosh pit just so you can see what spawns are there. So you can go out, clear them out or whatnot, see if there's anything cool. If you're watching for, certain things that, to spawn, you can see these guys. Hopefully things aren't going to aggro on them. That would suck. And also for PvP, these things are pretty cool. All right, I mean, now I'm not going to say they're, absolutely a must, but I have a feeling they're going to be a must. So, yeah. All right, now we have the tech crop plot. And I know what everybody's thinking, a freaking crop plot. Don't we have enough of these? Yeah, well, apparently this one right here is supposed to be a good crop plot. Yeah, well, crop plots, everybody needs crop plots, but everybody hates getting them out of their loot boxes. But apparently this one right here, you're going to be able to, it'll hold more water. It'll actually provide radiant light for it, so you don't need it to be inside of a greenhouse. It will be able to hold more fertilizer, and it'll just take care of your plants and also provide a little bit more security for the plants that are inside of it, so you don't have to do the tricks, with stacking the hatch frame on top of the crop plot and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to it. So, yeah, I mean, if there was ever a crop plot that I'd want to be crop plotted, this would be the crop plot to crop plot that. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah, it is a tech crop plot. A lot of people are looking at it aside and going, huh. But there's always a possibility in everything. Let's look at the positive sides of it. It's a tech crop plot. You don't have to do that much with a tech crop plot. At least I don't think you do. I don't hope you have to. Hopefully it's just, you load it up with fertilizer and then you just put the seed in there. Bam. Done. Yeah. All right, so now we have the loadout mannequin. Now, this thing right here, you're supposed to be able to load up with all your gear for when you go out on doing certain things. Like, say on Aberration, you're going to go down to the red zone. You don't want to wear your radiation suit all the time. So you go up to this, you activate it, and then you take all of the gear from the mannequin, you equip it, and you take your gear you were currently wearing, and you put it back on the mannequin. It's a loadout changer. I love the idea of this. I love the concept of it. Hopefully they have one that is not made out of wood. Hopefully they have, several different ones where you have like the wood one, the stone one, or a wood one and a metal one. Metal one would look a little bit better, but, I'll take what I can get at this point. You can always just hide it underneath, some sort of stairway. Just so where, you don't have to look at it all the time. I'm kind of digging the idea of it. I think it'll change a lot of your storage things, because I know with me, when I'm taking bits of armor and stuff and I'm trying to find places to put them, I always lose them. Always. It's just a thing I always do. I always lose it. This will stop that. Hopefully. Maybe. All I have to do is use it. Alright, now we have the tech pistol. Now the tech pistol has 3 modes. I'm not sure how you're going to acquire this, probably from a boss fight or something of the sort, but this thing actually really intrigues me, because it has 3 different modes. One is the kill mode. Apparently it's supposed to do a ton of damage. And the next one is the healing mode. Now, I'm not sure how you're going to swap. It's probably just a quick button press. Maybe it takes a second or two in between changes, and then you can target things and you can heal it with it. And then also it has a stun mode, which gives torpor damage instead of regular damage, so it can knock things out and you can tame them that way. Now, also, each one of these is going to, say if you have like 5 different people on them, each person is going to be able to sit around and then cumulatively have their torpor, their damage, their healing add up, so where everything just moves so much faster. Kind of like, say you were going to kill something, only in reverse, right? Yeah. I like the concept of it. I think this is a great addition to the game. I am really looking forward to trying this thing out. The only thing that worries me a little bit is how you go about acquiring it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, now the tech bow. The tech bow is probably the item I'm looking forward to most out of the entire expansion because I love bows in games. Yeah, I like long neck rifles as well, but give me a bow that's better than a long neck, I'll take that any day. Just right now there isn't, but apparently with these things right here, they're gonna have multiple arrows that you can use, and you're gonna be able to change arrows even while you're using the sucker, with not having to open up your inventory, swap through them, and then reattach them to the bow, reload it, all that stuff. You're just going to be able to click a button and then just swap over, which I think is amazing. Yeah, and also apparently you're going to, depending on how far you draw it, it's going to change its firing mode. So if you just do a quick plink, it's going to fire the regular arrow, but if you do a full draw and hold it, it's going to be laser focused. So if you can see the target exactly, there's going to be no drop off, at least for a greater distance, a much greater distance, if you can see the target, you have your crosshairs on the target, you release the arrow, bam, it's going to hit it. Yeah, I'm digging that idea. Wow, yeah, that will make the tech bow probably one of the... I mean, if you can throw some sort of a trank arrow in this thing, hopefully an increased trank arrow, or have some sort of stun effect, because it looks like it's going to use element. So if you can have some sort of stun effect that goes along with it, this will be the end game knockout weapon of choice. At least I think it will be. Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to this thing. I love bows. All right, now we have the hover sail. This one right here also intrigues me quite a bit because depending on how you get it, if you get it in its tech, then nobody will use it. If you get it early on and you're able to use it, then everybody will use it. At least for a brief period of time, everyone will have one so where they can kind of do things on it. Now, apparently, they're supposed to be really fast, and then also you'll be able to do aerial maneuvers, which also increase your speed, a lot like the gliding suit. That actually sounds really intriguing to me. And then also, if you do a certain way of landing this thing, when you get off it, you're going to have a movement speed increase, which, yeah. And then also, you're going to be able to mount this thing and then fire from it, or carry a second person and then have them firing from it. If you see on the far right image, it has the guy, he's up there, he's holding the sail, or he's up by the sail, and then you have another guy down there on the front firing the pistol. I'm not sure if it's going to be a two-person thing, or if the rider itself is going to be able to get down there and then steer it from that, or just be able to go forward and then fire from it. But either way, it looks really, really wicked cool. I'm looking forward to this one. It seems like a lot of fun. Everybody loves glide suits. I think everybody's going to love their hover sail. Yeah. All right, so last but not least, this is the one I wanted to leave to the end because it's a dyno and it's also a piece of equipment. Now, apparently, and also this is the one I'm probably going to be talking about the longest on because the Strider to me actually seems absolutely amazing. The idea that when you find them out in the wild, they're going to have different attachments to them. This one has the harvesting attachment, which works a lot like the mining drill. Yeah, but only better than the mining drill. I know, right? Yeah, and so it's going to be able to have a platform attachment. It's going to be able to have an attack attachment, which they alluded to, and you're going to be able to use these things for so many different things. Now, one of the things they did mention on the stream is that if you, apparently you're supposed to take them and then hack into them, and then over the course of time, you'll be able to access their systems, take control of them, and then that's going to be how you tame them. I know, I love the idea of that. That sounds really, really cool. Maybe you'll have to come up with some sort of item or something like that to be able to tame them that way. I don't know. Either way, yeah, it's all kibble in my book. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm really, really looking forward to the idea of this. Just the entire concept of it is amazing. And also the fact that you can tame these guys. You can have a harvester one. You can have a combat one. And just, yeah. Now, one thing they did mention is that while you're trying to tame one of these things, it will put out a ping. It will inform all the people around you that you are trying to tame one of these things. And people, apparently it's set like that, so where, because these things are so powerful, that other tribes and stuff can come try to stop you, or you could also get other tribes to come help you. Either way, I don't know. It looks to me like just having this creature in the game is going to generate a bunch of content, bunch of good times. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to these guys. Yeah. My only concern with the last little bit is, are they going to be a limited time tame like the Titan? I don't know. I hope it's not, but I could see why they would do it, but I'm not sure if they would do it. Time will tell. I mean, yeah. All right, so hey, I hope I covered everything in the coffee time. If I missed anything, there's a lot of stuff to cover. If I missed anything, though, leave it in the comments down below. I really appreciate that. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you click that like button. I really appreciate that. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger Phoo, and take it easy, everybody. Also, what thing are you looking forward to most in the expansion? I'm looking forward to the bow, and then also the shoulder pads. I mean, come on, it's a Phoo. It's a Phoo with, you know, a big 3-section jaw. The mind controls. Right. And also maybe the Shadow Mane. Come on. Yeah, I can't lie. The Shadow Mane as well. All right, take it easy, everybody.